Hey guys. Oh, that was a little loud. Sorry about that. I just got out of the shower. This is what my hair looks like when I get out the shower. I like to I comb it. I comb it back as much as I can, and then trying to do this on camera is strange because it's mirrored. And then when it dries, usually it'll just like naturally part, and I don't know. But yeah, I just got out of the shower because I got done working out. I'm trying a new schedule. So the Air Force, their special warfare program has a 21-day prep guide, and it's just 21 days of like insane cardio. Not insane cardio, but it's a little rough. So day one today was a mile, 25 pull-ups, 50 push-ups, 75 squats, and then another mile. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm at a point where the pull-ups, the squats, and the push-ups are pretty easy. Okay, those aren't hard. The miles is what takes me out. The mile was just the first mile. I ran it in 11 minutes. Okay, so I'm not. I gotta work on my cardio and my running. I used to be super good. I used to run like 7-minute miles, and now I'm nowhere near. It doesn't help that I'm running it and it's 111 outside. Yeah. So 6 o'clock where I live, it's 110 Fahrenheit, 111 Fahrenheit. And I'm going uphill for half of it, and then the other half is downhill. But the heat, it just does something to you, man. Working out in the heat is absolutely killer. It is disgusting, and I don't recommend it for anyone. The only reason I don't work out in a gym is because I just don't have a membership. Um, it is horrible running in the heat because you feel good. And you're like, this is fine. And then you get halfway through and you're like, oh my God, I'm running, and the wind that's hitting me is just warm. It's not even a cool breeze. You're just running into warm air, and you breathe in and it's just warm. It's like breathing in like lava almost. It is just so hot. And it's horrible. Um and the mile, like, it really made me suffer during just the regular workouts, the pull-ups, the push-ups, and the squats. It was just disgusting. I had to go inside and sit in the air conditioning for like 3 minutes in between sets, so I didn't die of heat stroke in my garage. Um, it's just bad. It's bad, dude. And then the last mile was, I did it in 15 minutes, and the crazy thing is I forgot how cool it is to work out and really break your limits. When I started running the last mile, my legs just felt like it felt like I wanted them to go, and they were like doing very baby steps. It was very strange. And halfway through running that mile, my legs just like naturally just started like kicking up. No more baby steps, and I felt like I had control. In the start, it felt like my legs were just wobbly and I couldn't do anything. And then I kept on going, and I regained control, and that was insane to me. I've been reading this new book. I started a new book. It's by this guy. It's by the guy who made Spartan races. Spartan races are just like really long races with obstacles. Here it is, Spartan Fit. Um, Joe Desina. Um, and in it, he brings up Navy SEALs. Navy SEAL, okay, if you don't know what a Navy SEAL is, go look up Navy SEAL. But there's a principle that SEALs have apparently. They call it the 40% rule. When you're at your limit that you think you're at, right? The limit where you're just like, I can't, like, there's no way I can go anymore. You have at least 40% more where you can go. You can do it. You just have to tap into that 40%, that remaining 40%, and you can push through. Um, and honestly, I wish I heard of this earlier, because it is it is kind of crazy. you break a lot of mental barriers working out, which is why I love working out. But the only way to break them is if you really push yourself. And the fun thing about living in a desert is that it's always hot outside, so you're always pussy. So you're always pushing yourself, because it's 110. And if you don't go home and get inside AC, you're going to die of heat stroke. That's what I felt like. I was about to just like lay down and die on the road. But tomorrow, yippee! It's a 21-day program for Air Force Special Warfare. And Special Warfare in the Air Force encompasses, you have EOD, you have SEER, you have Pararescue, you have TAC-P, CCT, and Reconnaissance. All of them are frontline jobs, except SEER. SEER is a support role. EOD, kind of a support role. But the ones that you really have to prepare for are TAC-P, CCT, and Special Reconnaissance. They're all just super demanding and taxing. And the reason I'm doing this is because last night I had a really deep, I was trying to fall asleep, and it took me like an hour, but during that hour I was in my head. I was just constantly thinking, and I was like, why am I sitting on my booty every single day? I work out, but it's not like I'm working out to push myself. I work out because I want to maintain my body, right? Why am I doing that? Why am I not trying to push myself? Why am I not trying to better myself? And honestly, I think it's because I just fell into conformity. When you do a workout program for so long, you fall into conformity and mediocrity. I think that's how you say it. And so by switching up to this new program, I'm kind of excited because it's something new, and it feels like it's really going to push me to the edge. It's just 21 days. So hopefully when the cycle restarts, right, when I'm done at the 21-day mark and I start over, hopefully I can just I'm probably not going to see results immediately, but hopefully there's gonna be a decrease in my mile time. I'm praying, because a lot of this is cardio. It is aerobic. It is breathing. Like tomorrow is a 500-meter swim, and then I forgot how you break it down. It's like a 25-19-5. I think it's actually 29-15-5 set of like burpees, push-ups, and squats after the 500-meter swim. I don't know how big the pool is that I go to. There is a lap pool, but I'm not sure what size. There's no markers or anything. And I don't have like a Fitbit that can record. So I don't know. But I'm excited for that because that means I'm just going to be at the pool. So instead of getting heat stroke in my garage, I can just cool down there. I'm not a good swimmer. I'm not a good swimmer at all. I grew up kind of swimming. I cannot for the life of me do like whatever this is, where you have your head like halfway submerged and you come down and you like, I don't know how to do that. It just feels like I'm drowning when I try to do that. I swim, but usually when I swim, I do like the doggy paddle, or I do not backstroke. I call it the squid. It's where you lay on your back and you just like propel yourself with your arms and your legs, and it looks like a squid motion. I know how to tread water. I can tread water, but I can swim on my side. Like I like to just have like one arm resting on the water and then just like swim on the side. But yeah, swimming, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous to swim at a public pool because I'm gonna have to figure it out in front of people, and it's like I'm gonna look like a dumbass in the water. But I mean, he might as well, man. Like learn it now so I don't need it later, right? Um, but yeah, that's it for today's video. It's gonna be a short one. I mean, 10 minutes isn't that short. It's what I usually do, but yeah, that's it for today's video. Is me rambling about my love for athleticism and I guess books in general, because I don't know, this has really like reinvigorated my spirit to do stuff, to push myself. And it's weird. It's weird because I guess that's the point. Like the first 4 chapters are really talking about the mind, the mindset of Spartans, like Greek Spartans and their culture. And it takes a bit of a semi deep dive into the Spartans and their culture. Um, but other than that, the guy also just talks about how conformity kills. Conformity kills. Because you fall into the same loop. You fall into the same loop of doing the same thing every day, and you become comfortable, and it's hard for you to break out of that loop. He shares so many ideas that I have in my head about fitness, and he's able to get those ideas out. Like the things he talks about in that book is what I think. I just can't like enunciate them. I can't connect the words in my brain to the words to come out of my mouth and explain it. And he does it in the book, and it's just, reading it was so liberating and so invigorating, and it was just so nice to finally see someone who also thinks like I do when it comes to fitness. And I just got like super excited there. There was something he talked about. Right. He described it perfectly the way I've been feeling for the past 3 years. He explained it as like everyone's sleepwalking through life. Okay, everyone is asleep, and they are going from day to day, and those days turn to weeks, and the weeks turn to months, and the months turn to years, and they're just going. They're not living. I mean, you are living, but you're living in like a sense of like in a sense of like you are asleep. And that's how I felt for the past 3 years. I felt like I was asleep. I felt like I couldn't do anything. Like I was stuck in the cycle of just constant of just being asleep. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, he describes it perfectly in the book, but I can't get that out. And he was like, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. You need to challenge yourself and push yourself and do something that isn't normal, that you usually don't do, right? And for me, that something is like these workout programs, where it is, I have to push myself. I'm not quitting. But I'm going to get it done. Am I going to take a while to get it done? Of course, because I'm starting out, right? Like starting out anything, it takes a while to get proficient in it, right? But as long as you finish, as long as you don't stop, that's what matters, right? I had a fire instructor when I was in high school and doing like a firefighter class. We would do PT all the time, and he told us, he was like, I don't care how long it takes you guys to do these workouts. I just want you to finish them. I've always thought about that. And he touches on that in the book. He does ultra marathons and Ironmans and all these different endurance events. And he talks about how he doesn't care how long it takes. He's going to finish it. Because just don't quit. You can't quit. You cannot quit. And yeah, I don't know, it just resonated with me so much. I'm not even like, I'm only through maybe half of the book. I'm not even to the point where it talks about like how to diet properly and the workouts for a Spartan race, because that's what the book is mainly about. It's preparing you for a Spartan race. I mainly picked it up for the diet stuff because I'm horrible at dieting. I'm horrible at eating healthy. If I ate healthy, if I hit my protein goals, I would be a stud. I'd be a stud muffin, dude. I'd be crazy. But I've always had issues with eating food. and hitting weight. I was crazy, not anorexic, but I was crazy skinny in high school and middle school. I did not eat, and yeah, no. So luckily I've gotten past that. I can eat now. I just kind of have to force myself to guzzle down food. But yeah, I said I was gonna end the video 5 minutes ago, but then I went on that crazy inspired rant. But yeah, guys, stop sleepwalking. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to wake up. Go and do something. Go and do something. If you don't even need to, like, I recommend this to anyone, dude. Like, even if you don't want to do the Spartan race, like, I'm not gonna do a Spartan race. I just bought this at the thrift store because it was $3 and I thought it was interesting. But even if you aren't gonna do like a Spartan race or something crazy, at least just read the first like 4 or 5 chapters, because that's mainly where he talks about the mental game, that a lot of this is, and just getting up and going. The hardest part is getting to the starting line, because once you're at the starting line, all you need to do is finish. That's easy. The hard part is getting there, and being in a place where you can finish. But yeah, okay, that's gonna be the end of this crazy video. Now my hair is all jacked. But yeah, thank you for watching. I love you. And I'll see you in whatever next video I do next. Okay.